Ready.
Hello, freshman class of 2019. You're registering now to be a sophomore, so we're looking at you as sophomores almost already. Isn't that crazy? The year is flying by. So a couple of things. First of all, the last video I just did was for the sophomores and juniors, and I gave a shout out to my den. I won't give a shout out to my den because they're juniors, but I'll give a shout out to Rigo's den. So Rigo, shout out to you. Okay, also a thank you for the person behind the camera is Grant. You don't put him on video, we don't want to do that. But that's Sean Jones Jr. over there. Not sure why he's here, just sitting here right now, not even doing anything. Thanks for your help, Sean, really appreciate it. Okay, so I want to talk to you about registration for this next year. Now that you're in high school, there's a few things that are different for your registration, especially as you progress on to sophomore, junior, and senior year. The biggest thing is you're going to have a lot more choices. When you were a freshman this last year, we pretty much plugged you into all the classes. You had about one elective. You have quite a bit more choice in what you're signing up for now as a sophomore, and that will continue your junior and senior years as well. First thing I want to tell you is this. At Scrim High School, we have a student-driven schedule. What that means is we build the classes based upon what you guys select. So the important part for you is to realize that you have to take this seriously, because what you sign up for are the classes that we'll offer next year. So you really can't change your mind in August. Oh, I wanted to take ceramics, but now I don't want to. Whatever you sign up for, that's what you're going to be placed in next year, because that's how we build the schedule and choose the teachers for what they're going to be teaching. So the next thing is this. I want you to look really closely, work with your DEN advisor or your DEN teacher to do your graduation progress checklist to see if you didn't pass anything first semester. I know we're working with some of you guys already who didn't. Just so you know, there will be summer school this summer, so if you need to get some credits made up, summer school can be an option as well. I would encourage you to talk to your counselor about that. You guys are the lucky guinea pigs, you know, that are the core 24 people. So this form right here, can you get that, Grant? You got that? You don't need to zoom in too much, but that form right there is very important to you. Your DEN teacher has one. They're going to go over with you, but you guys have totally different requirements than our sophomores and juniors do. So make sure you understand what the 24 credits you need are specifically. The other thing is you got to make sure you understand what the personal pathways are. If you choose not to take a world language class and or an extra art class that are in the core 24, you can take your own personal pathway in the area of what could be welding or whatever you want in that area. So make sure you're talking to your DEN advisor about that. If you need more info, talk to your counselor. Come chat with me about it too. I know lots. I do, trust me. Okay, next thing here, make sure you put your alternates in order. So when you register, the sheet will have 6 spots for alternates. You put your alternates in the order that you want them in case you can't get into a class or we don't offer the class that you signed up for. We'll plug in your first alternate in that situation. This year we're doing something different with math. Your math teachers are actually going to put in what class they're recommending you in for next year. So make sure prior to our registering that you're talking to your math teacher. The registration that we'll do will be 3 full days long in DEN. So you'll have DEN 3 days in a row, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then on Thursday in your English classes, you'll all come down to the library, and that's where you actually put your schedule in. Okay, so make sure you're talking to your math teachers, so when you get there, you're looking at the computer and it says Algebra 2 or Geometry or whatever, you know that that's what you're supposed to be in. Did you get a phone call, Sean? Okay, just checking. Next up, remember, I'm going to stress it again, this Core 24, you're going to need to know what your regulations and rules are. They're different than the rest of the school, so make sure you're understanding what they are. And I did say that we'll have summer school. I think that's about it. Utilize your graduation progress checklist. Utilize your 5-year plan. That will drive what you want. Like I told the sophomores and juniors, if you want to attend, for example, Pacific Lutheran University, go Lutz, the finest institution in all of America, then you're going to make sure you have to take the 2 years at least of foreign language and probably 4 years of math and 4 years of science. So make sure you understand that. Your DEN folks will cover that with you in the next 3 days. Okay? Happy scheduling. I'm going to go home and go to bed now.